How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here, and we're doing Season 2 of Runaways, which I'm really excited for. I really enjoyed the first season so much, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the second season has on offer. What I really loved as well about Runaways was the fact that Season 1 was basically a part 1 of the whole story. Usually with shows, what I feel is like the series is its own story and then we start up a new season. Hey, a new story emerges. But with this, with the way they ended, with the Runaways being, found guilty by the world, I guess, now over Destiny's murder, rather than, Pride. Pride with great influences, especially with Jonah and that. There's that vulnerability, but it's also going to be very, very exciting to see, the Runaways pose more of a threat to, Pride, considering, the majority of Runaways was, the kids getting more and more evidence and more information about what Pride had done with Amy, with, everything, as well as the sacrifices to, get Jonah up and healthy again. So, yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting because, now, everything's out the cat's out the bag, basically. As well as, like I said, that vulnerability. It's gonna be very, very fun to see where this, season, goes. Like I said, the first season was fun, and I'm hoping Season 2 raises the stakes, because Season 1, it wasn't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. levels of quality, but it wasn't, it wasn't like the CW in my eyes, where, it can be a hit and a miss and all of that. It was fun all the way around, and I really, really loved it. So, here's hoping that Season 2, does capitalize on Season 1. But yeah, the extended reaction of Episode 1 should be on Patreon by now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So with that said, this is Episode 1. It's called Gimme Shelter. Looking forward, let's go.
Oh, shit.
Of course, it wasn't gonna turn out this way.
Christ's sakes, Flores. I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. My men assured me.
Maybe you need more than just men handling your shit.
Don't call till you actually have them.
Dang. Oh, he's gonna get hit. Oh, no, I'm surprised. But, what a dick.
My dad right here to kill me. Again?
We gotta stop him.
Guys!
Wow.
Get away from the street!
Alex is
Camera,
ashamed.
what's that face?
Yeah, don't look into the camera. Don't look into a camera, Chase.
Let's go.
They should just have one of those caps on, like it works for Captain America. And everyone else who has a cap.
You gotta be kidding.
Oh, no!
This place is paid for by our parents?
The one with the warning about California breaking off into the ocean. If something happened to us, someone should know the truth.
Yeah, and now she does, but she's in danger. She said it on
Yeah,
TV.
true.
Yeah. She knows
I
all
mean, that
about a
was her
conspiracy
fault,
to
because
cause
she
an
looked
earthquake.
directly at Pride, like...
She has no idea about Jonah.
And that our parents are killers.
We have to warn her.
Whoa. Pump the brakes there, big guy.
Haven't enough innocent people died?
Wouldn't it be great if we could just, dial
The
down
Yorks.
the murdering? Just
Yeah,
a little bit?
exactly.
Maybe
Be like the
remind you of the
Yorks.
mind wipe drug we created for just such an occasion.
Yes, and we have made significant improvements
Tremendous.
since it was first used on Frank D.
Yes. Big improvements.
Fine. But Robert and I are
More like loaned it long enough to make sure while the DNA is all
Yeah, that's
over. Don't know
shit.
what's been done with it, but I do. And it's on you now.
Framing it?
Fuck's sake,
Hold up.
Darius.
We're still friends. Just giving you lineage. I need an insurance policy to make sure we
Ah,
stay up.
yeah. You can't trust him.
Also,
But still, it's a
you wanna
dick
say
move.
something?
Please give me back the gun.
That's not gonna put, nails in walls and whatever. Oh boy. It is! Oh my, I was kidding!
I'm thinking of seafoam green.
You wanted me to paint?
Yeah!
Versani tape, right?
Hun,
What?
Maybe I should do the jabbing.
What?
We never really discussed who was gonna jab. I know.
Oh my god. Oh, she's gonna kill it. Oh,
Jesus! Graciella's a bone villain.
Graciella's a
You want the tape? Here it is. You want to be next?
Wow.
I kind of dropped it. What? I'm sorry. What?
Ah, fudge.
Oh.
Shoot her!
You too? Choke.
Oh no. Tina. Freaking Tina. Oh, Graciela. No. Yeah, this is the problem. Molly doesn't deserve this.
She's dead.
On top of her
Some
parents.
sign of a struggle. Maybe she couldn't take the stress and had a heart attack?
I love Chase's sugarcoating,
That's what they
but
want people to believe. Our parents staged this. We must have just missed them.
Person.
Look, I know it's harsh, but this is our reality now.
this is a shit world that they're in. It just got personal, though. As if it was any more personal for Molly, like her parents were
Hey, be careful,
killed.
don't drip. Very emotional these days because of the hormones.
Don't hormone me. This shit is ugly. Swear to God, Darius.
It should have been red, to
It's
be
fine,
fair.
I'm fine.
Like,
Who's
it's
the new
beautiful.
Andre?
Oh boy.
Nah, don't get used to this kid. He's just here to do some manual labor.
I'm Livy. Nice to meet you. Sorry
Oh
about
boy,
making
we
you
got a
start
new,
over.
we got a new ship
Tell the truth,
potential.
I agree.
So shall we return to her to experience peace.
I do feel so much for Molly.
By the element of earth, you were grounded in the physical world.
Oh, everyone's coming together as well. Nice. That's
By
beautiful.
the element of air, I have no one.
You've got your own family, though, haven't you?
You have us. Merry we meet, and merry we part.
Molly deserves better. Like, pride up bastards.
I can fix the world that they broke.
Oh, I love this ship so much. Some parents can be shitty and have this this hard influence.
Was it pride? Isn't it always?
Pride were the people who ruined my favourite meal. Pride was responsible for Infinity War. It's always Pride. Victor?
We pulled off the streets was depleted when we converted. And I exerted quite a bit of energy during an altercation with the kids.
Ah, so he's
No thanks to you.
crinkling up again.
I was the only casualty, I'm afraid. But if I'm going to heal myself, I need another box. Yeah, Tina destroyed it, saving Robert, who was sacrificing himself for Janet. Long story.
It's a
don't need
yeah,
details. Don't want
yeah, it's complicated. It was a bit tense from what I remember.
Ironically, I'm basically in one. Hence your
Irony.
visit.
What the hell did you do?
Wrote a touching obituary. You say so myself.
Wow, that's
We handle our
cold.
business. Pride's business. As you can see, it's far from the front page when it says she died of natural causes.
It says she died.
Which we
But we
wanted
were
to
trying to
avoid.
avoid that.
Look, we did not anticipate her enthusiasm.
But
for
hey,
the owning of
things
large
happen and
cabins.
life's a
We're still
bitch,
at you
apparently.
thinking that. Okay. It talks.
Maybe they do. There may be more than one. We don't know yet.
Do you think Jonah knows
That would be
what they
intense.
are?
Or is he possibly the same thing?
I mean, the guy requires sacrificed teenagers to survive.
And he glows.
I'm guessing that's not a medical condition.
Look, we examined the DNA from the serum that we stole.
I mean,
And Jonah is not what you would
You never
call
know.
human.
Or it doesn't matter.
Because he already got far enough.
We have to kill him. Now.
Us.
that's more
It's
like
not gonna
it.
be easy.
His DNA is self-healing.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
we gotta get
he's invincible.
unconventional. We are.
His nickname is Mike on a Bike.
Yeah? Well, mine is Chase.
That's not technically a nick. Never mind.
No, he took the opportunity and ran with it, Wally. Gert. And I would do the same as well. He's gonna be shot. Oh,
You know how to
shit.
whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together and blow.
You can educate me later.
Oh boy. So I think Chase wants to put his lips together with something else.
You guys
Oh.
are some seriously weird shit. You don't know the half of it. I got
Yeah.
it.
At least we've got the gauntlets, but
Guys!
she glows again. Yay!
I found something.
Ooh. Nice. Nice. On the nose, isn't it, the song? Honestly, this would be a bad hideout. You got a nice hill, you got a nice interior. Just needs a bit of polishing up. Shine on me. Oh. That's... Shine on me, that's
We're
nice.
not the first ones to discover this place.
Guys!
There's no need to be afraid. After all, you asked me to meet you.
I know. And thank you.
Yeah, no,
I
Carolina,
shouldn't be
no.
I agree with any of the things that you've done. But because I need to know.
Curiosity piques the mind. Ah, but this could be bad. This could be bad. This could be bad. Oh boy. Oh, that's the thing, isn't it?
What's happening?
It's starting.
I've missed how fun this show was, to be fair, because I felt like this show was completely different. Not just the fact that, it's, different from your, you got heroes, you got villains and all of that, even though it kind of is, but it's not as specific, of course, because, Pride are shifty, but they know Jonah is someone who, should completely go. But, they haven't got the means and the powers, as well as the fact that Jonah, has, kind of leverage over them as well. But it, it feels fun as well. The show is absolutely fun to watch. Not that any of the other shows aren't, but the tone feels like it's reeking more of fun. But it does, it does keep on to sincerity, this show. It's kind of like My Hero Academia. That has a lot of fun moments. Although that's more, that's more clear, in terms of their toning, as well as their sincerity. But yeah, this episode started off really, really great for season 2. I really loved how, we picked things off from the Runaways. What I loved was that first bit though, where, you thought, oh, well, that lasted well, didn't it? With, the kids being, the kids being picked up, and, it turns out they were other people. So, yeah, it was really, really good. Meanwhile, the real Runaways were, chasing Mike on a bike, as, to remind, Chase, he was supposed to be on the lookout and all of that. As Mike on the bike had the Fistigons, which I thought was a really, really fun, kind of filler rival, I guess. I mean, he's not an enemy, he's just a complete dickhead, I guess. But yeah, it's a filler rival, whilst, the Runaways are trying to evade, any suspicion from Pride and all of that. Even going as far as, as contemplating whether they should have ate the food at the Pride funded, thing. They were contemplating that, and it was just really, really great stuff, to see, have them battling with someone who is, playing with things they don't understand, I guess. And I just love how Old Lace just whoa! Like, absolutely murdered Mike on the bike. It was just really, really great stuff. But yeah, it was a really, really great episode, as well as Carolina. That ending. Damn it. Though, I've got to say, it is completely understandable. She could be part alien for all she... Like, that was the speculation, of course, thrown in by members at Pride, where they were talking about, whilst they were, you know, talking about what information was on the tape. And, you know, she could be alien for all she knows. She could be anything. Like... And, you know, Jonah's the only other person that she can relate to in terms of, you know, her, mystery ability and all of that. So I can't exactly blame her for going to Jonah and all of that. But the problem is, Jonah is absolutely going to manipulate her. And I have a feeling, I can see her doing anything anything that Jonah commands in order to get more information, especially, regarding the thing under the earth and all of that. Like I said, that was great how that picked up steam and, you know, how Pride want in on themselves. Cause, of course they're detached from Jonah, but not in a sense as well. Like, Jonah's still got leverage over them, but, you know, it's that, like, oh, I don't want to do this, but, well, they've got no choice, really, because, you know, Jonah's got really, really decent leverage over Pride. Not just that, though, but we know that Jonah is aging it back up again, because it seems like some of the teens weren't really good enough. That's what Jonah said to Victor in that nice, you know, stasis, which it's a kind of a limbo, isn't it? Like, it's in between life and death, because that's what he was like. He's just hanging on. But, you know, it's a nice little preservation thing, which I will give Jonah credit for. It's nice because, you know, it can kind of work, like, going, like, it's like Black Mirror talking about possible technologicals, isn't it? Like, you know, imagine this utilized in the real world for people in comas and all of that. Like, they get to enjoy a nice, like, what is it, 80s, 90s, film setting and all of that. So, yeah, whilst, you know, kind of having the freedom to do whatever. So, yeah, I will give Jonah that credit, but otherwise he's just a complete dick, as he always is, it seems. But yeah, it was just really great, the episode. I felt so sorry for, Molly, you know, having to lose Graciela. And the thing is, this doesn't help with the fact that her parents were victims, because of, you know, what they found out was going on within, you know, their time at Pride and how they were against what they were doing and, you know, they had to be taken care of and all of that. So it doesn't help, for Molly whatsoever, does it? Because of the fact that she's lost someone else now. And that was even, the testament when, you know, we had that Wiccan funeral, which was a really, really, can I just say that scene was absolutely beautiful because, you know, it was a farewell to Graciela, because, like, they couldn't exactly give her a proper funeral, whilst being on the run. But it was really, really beautiful with how, you know, they had a really, really nice funeral. Not just that, though, but how everyone, like, there was a lot of people that came around. They didn't even know Graciela, but they showed their support and, you know, I imagine there would be a bunch of people, who we don't know of would have turned up for Graciela's funeral if she had a proper funeral. And, you know, they kind of, you know, paid their respects because, you know, human life, I guess they're in that position that human life should not be, you know, forgotten. Like, you should pay your respects even if you don't know, because like you see people in grief and you want to be there for them. So I really, really love the fact that that was a really, really beautiful scene, as well as Nico's words as well, while she, you know, conveyed the funeral. So it was really, really brilliant stuff as well as afterwards, Nico and Carolina. Yay. I love that ship so much. Like, that's my favorite ship. But it's probably the only, unless you want to, like, look at the parents and all of that. But out of the Runaways, it seems like it's the only one active at the minute. I mean, not that, you know, that person who was with, Darius, who was fascinated with Alex. Not that she's a runaway, officially, but, she is kind of eyeing him up. So, yeah. I'll get to that in a minute as well. But, and we know that, Chase and, Gert are not, still believing that one-off thing as well, which, you felt the low blow, didn't he? Like, oh, poor Chase. He has feelings. I love that. And, Gert's like, she doesn't, believe in this, full relationship, because she even said it was a one-off. So, oof. But, you see Chase, he wants something more. You just feel so bad for him. But yeah, I really loved the vulnerabilities of the Runaways in this episode. Like, they were, like, it was more vulnerable than you had expected, because of course they were given money from Darius, but that went completely cahoots, didn't it? As we saw from the first episode, from the first bit of them. So, yeah, they were a bit more vulnerable, out of vulnerability than they were, already. But it was just really, really great to see, them in a bit of a pickle, as well as them, try to, plan certain things in order to get to their next destination, such as, Carolina and Chase, pretending to be the bickering couple and all of that, only to steal the car, so they could try to get to Graciella's in time, which, didn't pan out too well. Gotta love the Yorks as always. I love them through season 1. They just continue to be the great, cute, goober couple that they are. And you just love them so much, especially, when Graciela was coming in guns blazing. That was really, really great. She's a Bond villain. That's a classic. That is a classic. So I just really, really love that from Dale. But yeah, I felt, you could tell that, they did not want this outcome as well when Tina showed up and, basically drained the life out of her. Yeah, you could tell that, they were not really happy with the decision because they didn't want to go through with murder, and, Tina was like, yeah, I'm not having any of this shit, so yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really great to see the Yorks back as well. They completely are brilliant, people. Like, apart from the whole pride shit, they are amazing, and maybe goals, like, be complete dorks and all of that. Yeah, also, the Darius and Alex scene, which was a nice little cutaway from the Runaways, wasn't it? Like, because it's still funding the Runaways, isn't it? And, this is an attack on, Alex's dad, so that pleases Darius anyways. But, it wasn't with the rest of the group, and, it was like Alex did his own thing, which was really, really fun, because I thought that Darius had, some scheming, like some, shady thing going on as well, especially when, he, printed his DNA on, but then again, he was taking precautions, because it's like that father-like-son thing, isn't it? So you can never be too careful, can you? But I really, really love the suspense. Like, wait, what's going on? I even joked about it. Oh, it's going to be some DIY thing. And it is. It was like painting Darius's kid's room, which was nice. Oh. But I really, really loved it because there was like so much tension, and Alex was like breaking it because he was like, oh God, I'm going to kill someone, aren't I? I'm going to kill someone. And here we go. It's like, oh my God, like that, twist was really, really beautiful to see. But yeah, apart from that, was there anything else that I wanted to say? I don't think there was. It was just a really, really great episode. I'm wondering if, covering up, or, like, I know, showing a dinosaur in public, not going to go too well. But I'm wondering if, you know, this is going to help CGI-wise, because, you know, funding, I think it's 13 episodes this season, funding Old Lace for that amount of time in the open would be nightmare, I guess, for like a production of the Runaways. As well as everything else that they've got on top of, like with Carolina's ability and Jonah's and everything else, including the staff. I imagine, you know, 13 episodes of Old Lace would be murder. So so I know, like I said, in story, of course it's going to make sense, because, like, if you're going to be seen with a dinosaur out in public, you're going to be having questions. But, I'm wondering if this does help, like, you know, CGI wise, because you can show a bit of it, but you don't need to render the full body. You just, let I guess, the puppets and all of that do their work or something. I have no idea. Like, they'll have stacked it, like, in the trolley, and then, you know, when you peek it out, whenever you want to feed Old Lace and all of that, then you can add the CGI there. Just a random thought. It works out both ways, though, in story and, you know, budgeting wise as well. But yeah, it was really, really great. Like I said, there was a lot of sincerity, moments, in this, especially with Graciela and the funeral and everything that went down. I really, really loved it. But there was some fun bits as well, like the beginning where, you know, it was not the Runaways, where, you know, you had that Darius and Alex thing, which was really, really bizarre. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what goes down in the next episode, especially now that Carolina is in, well, I don't know if it's, well, I assume so, considering Jonah has kept an active, you know, connection with Carolina. It's not like Carolina refused. She doesn't, you know, like him or anything, but she does want to find out more about herself, which, like I said, it's curiosity piques the mind, and there's that potential that you're not going to find anyone else out there like you apart from your dad, so you just got to swallow it up and all of that. Of course, there's things down, whatever's in the earth, but you don't know what that could be. It might not even speak English for all you know, like, so, you know, you have no idea what to do but to turn to Jonah, I guess. So, yeah. But like I said, the problem is he's going to turn this exactly in his favor. So, yikes. But yeah, I absolutely loved that episode. It was a great starting point for season 2. And like I said, it just reminds me about how much fun I have with this show, because this show is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!